G'day. This is Cece from Generation Wellness Global, and I wanted to do a quick video about just to kind of give you a feel of that, organic chemistry in terms of essential oils and what is understood and the research that's been done is there's so much, but there's not a lot talked about because there's a lot of restrictions on what you're allowed to say. But I wanted to just kind of try and give an example because there is a lot known, there is a lot of research. You can find one place to look would be a website called aromaticscience.com. It's where a lot of research into essential oils is reported. PubMed is like where a lot of scientific journal articles are published. There's some on there as well. There's quite a lot on there. You kind of have to sift through all the scientific jargony stuff. One of the problems with papers on PubMed is, like, say they find a negative result, like, oh, lavender isn't calming after all. Well, what lavender did they use? Did they use the right species? Was it extracted in the way that would keep the therapeutic chemistry? Like, there's a lot of other factors involved, and there's a lot of ways that you can get a non-result if you really want to. So, but for example, monoterpenes are just a basic organic carbon backbone structure. So you're talking organic chemistry is all carbon chains. As my son discovered recently, I was actually explaining some basic chemistry. He's 9. I was explaining some basic chemistry, and I was like, oh, carbon likes to share electrons. And he went away and came back the next day and went, Mum, if carbon likes to share electrons, does that mean it would like form like long chains and circles? And I was like, yeah, that's you just discovered organic chemistry. So monoterpenes are in all essential oils, right? Every single one will have some monoterpenes. Some will have lots, like 90, 100% monoterpenes, and some will have less. But they're prevalent in every oil. They're prevalent in, like, it's just a natural chemistry that is in plants. Okay, it's just a natural it's a natural chemistry that you find in many plants. And so here's some of the, and we know that this is plant medicine, right? Essential oils are the part of the plant that help it to heal and repair and to fight off infection and that sort of thing. So here are some properties of monoterpenes. They're antimicrobial, they're antioxidants, they promote normal cell growth, they tend to be cleansing, they enhance mood and cognitive health, they can be insecticidal. So that's quite a list. Now, like I said, they can be in a lot in some oils and less in other oils. And the thing about essential oils compared to, say, a synthetic drug is that there's such complex chemistry, because you've not just got one type of monoterpene that you're mass producing. You've got this complex chemistry of lots of different things together, and they all work synergistically. They support each other. And then you've got, within the body, like, you've got coenzymes and vitamins and, minerals, and they all kind of have to work together to get something to happen, for a pathway to be fully efficiently doing what it needs to do. And so this is the thing about essential oils. They've got that complex chemistry has been retained. So it's really interesting. You think, like, just something as simple as monoterpenes, but there's so much known about their properties. And then you've got, sesquiterpenes and blah, 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 ketones, aldehydes, all sorts of cool stuff. But, like, we can understand the properties, and then you can kind of if you're interested, you can learn, you know, like which essential oils have more of this or less of that. But you kind of get to know, you know, like citruses are really cleansing because we use, you know, we'll buy the washing up liquid that's got lemon and eucalyptus, or we know that having a bit of lemon juice in your water and drinking that is really cleansing and helps support, you know, same with the oil. Like we know that you can kind of, we know that citruses like are really quite uplifting for the mood and for emotional well-being. And then you've got resins and deeper oils that are kind of more sedative, more calming, more grounding. And so, you know, like you kind of get a feel anyway without all of the fancy sciencey jargon. But I just wanted to share that there is sciencey jargon and research behind what we know to be true about essential oils. And again, it really depends on the quality, and it really depends on how they're extracted and the species and the, you know, there's so much else that you need to be wary of, absolutely. But there's so much potential for goodness to support the body. They really help support the body to do all of its natural functions, to heal and to, you know, fight oxidative stress, and you know, yeah, there's so much. So I invite you, if you'd like to learn more about oils, to reach out. If you want to know more about your specific needs and what might benefit you, I'd love to hear from you. But I just wanted to share, you know, there's so much. Please check it out. aromaticscience.com is a great place to go. There's also, I'm trying to remember the name. I will try and find it and post in the comments. But there's one that does a lot of testing around the quality and the purity and the therapeutic benefit. And it's escaped my mind at the moment, but I will try and share that with you as well. So please, if you have any questions, I would love to hear from you. I'd love to support you. I love learning, and so I want to learn and educate as I go. Anyone who's willing, anyone who's seeking. Thanks for joining, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.